Hello, I am Corey Brunison, and my research project is integrating environmental education with art education. I come to this topic through four different doors. First, as an environmentalist. I was first introduced to environmentalism and sustainable living practices by my grandfather when I was a young child. He taught me about reusing and recycling, as well as gardening and preserving the harvest. These are lessons that stayed with me as I entered high school, where I founded the Environmental Club, which launched our high school's paper recycling program and food waste composting program. In college, I joined the Campus Green organization, which focused on educating the campus community about sustainable living practices. These experiences shaped my approach to art making once I arrived at Pratt Institute, where I earned my MFA. As an artist, I am aware of both the toxicity of many of the art materials and techniques we use to make our art. I believe it is our responsibility as artists to find a more sustainable approach to production and to the production and consumption cycle we find ourselves part of. It is also our responsibility as art educators to enter into a dialogue with our students about alternative materials, waste reduction, and the larger role art plays in responding to challenges facing our local and global communities. I had the unique experience of teaching at the College of Art and Design in Kingston, Jamaica. One of the courses I taught was a conceptual sculpture class titled Environment and Sight. This is where students engaged with making art that addressed the very real effects of climate change, which were impacting the island. While in Jamaica, I also established two businesses founded on the principles of sustainable living. The first business was a natural textiles studio, which employed rural Jamaican women to create hand-dyed fabrics using local plants such as indigo, logwood, annatto seeds, and avocado pits. The second business was an eco-friendly home cleaning line, which included laundry soap, stain remover, and all-purpose cleaner. At the time, my company was the only company on the island producing all natural household cleaning products. When it came time to choose a research topic for this course and really dive into our research question, I was pondering ideas around integration of art education with core subjects such as math and science. Then, Hurricane Helene hit the Appalachian Mountains and wiped out the vibrant arts community in Asheville, North Carolina, where I have many friends and colleagues. I immediately thought of an article I had read last year by University of Wisconsin professor Kim Cozier titled Art Education When the World is on Fire. In the article, Cozier refers to artists as first responders. She used the article as a call to action for art educators so that we can use our art rooms as places for connection, regeneration, and healing. It is through my own lived experience that I have seen the power that art has to bring people together and to heal, not only individuals, but communities. With Cozier's call to action in mind, I shifted my research question to look at how environmental education is being integrated with art education. So I already mentioned the importance of the Kim Cozier article, Art Education When the World is on Fire. Some other researchers that are at the forefront of this topic are Joy Bertling and Tara Moore, who I have listed here, two of their studies that they have conducted on a national level, a portrait of environmental integration in the United States K through 12 art education system, where they not only look at how environmental education is being integrated with art education, but they also look at the preparedness of art educators to tackle this subject in art rooms. And then also Hilary Inwood, cultivating artistic approaches to environmental learning, exploring eco art education in elementary classrooms. She is a Canadian scholar, and her work has become fundamental in shaping some of my own curiosities and inquiries as I've gone through this process. The philosophical framework and paradigm I am using to structure my research is ontological and constructivist, because I believe everyone's lived experience is valid, and because I am deeply interested in hearing people's stories. By sharing our stories and experiences, we create a meaningful reality. Given this framework, I chose the case study as my methodology for conducting my research. I have decided to survey and collect data from multiple art teachers in multiple school districts throughout my region in north central Pennsylvania. Data collection for this research project includes an initial art teacher survey, individual teacher interviews, classroom observation, as well as student surveys and interviews. I was able to conduct a mini pilot study, the purpose of which was to engage with art teachers working in K through 12 public schools in north central Pennsylvania to understand how they are integrating environmental education into their art curriculum. Some of the sample questions in my survey were: on a scale of 1 to 5, how important do you believe it is to include environmental education in art? What do you hope your students take away from their experience with environmental art projects? Have your students initiated any sustainability projects or practices in the classroom? If so, what were they? Do you think these projects encourage long-term engagement with environmental issues among your students? Have you collaborated with other educators, such as science or environmental educators, to create interdisciplinary projects? And how do you plan to further integrate environmental education into your art curriculum in the future? The questions I asked in the survey were intentionally open-ended in order to get multiple points of view on the subject from the art teachers. I was also curious about what informed their decision to incorporate and integrate environmental education into their art rooms. Other questions I asked in the study included questions about engaging the community and people outside of the school district. The initial data that I collected through my mini pilot study is very encouraging. I had 4 participants take my survey, and overwhelmingly, all of them said that environmental education is an important topic and they want to integrate it into their art classrooms and even expand in the future to collaborate with other educators and other core subjects and community members. Thank you for taking the time to review my research and to watch my video. This is a subject that I am deeply passionate about, and I think in this contemporary moment, the climate crisis that we are facing is big, and I think that we as our educators need to take this call to action seriously and investigate alternative ways to engage our students with this topic. So thank you. I look forward to learning more and sharing with you.